I know this got to be nice. What
yes, man. Some rice and peas. With coconut milk. Some brown stew tofu. Yes,
Rastafari, give thanks. Over land and sea, right, Rasta?
Over land and sea.
Give thanks.
From country, you know?
See?
Yeah, man, we just come from country. And the crop is down, but we just want just even jump on a few somethings, you know, and say like as we reason about the farm business, you know. You see the okra there is really growing for seed, you know. It's going forward to seed, and it's such an important thing that we deal with the seed nowadays, because you know the way they're going with the genetically modified food, the GM food.
That's true.
We have watermelon with no seed. We have grape with no seed. We have all these things coming with no seed, and they have created in this country. They have created the seed bank. So they are the seed master, the puppet master. So now we're going into this new world order age. So they looking to control ones with the food.
Oh, absolutely.
And even our brother Robert Mugabe, you remember what, 5 years ago when he rejected the seed from America.
True.
You see? And they just kind of scoop on him for that. But his thing was they was going to send genetically modified seed. So from one ear of corn, you got 200 niblets. You see? And from one niblet, you're going to have 2 corn. You see what I'm saying? So 400 ears of corn come from one ear of corn. So now when they go this genetically modified thing, how the farmers with no money are going to survive when they got to go run to the seed master?
Right. So even the food you have, you can't even plant it back again into the earth.
It will not grow.
No
but
good.
But then the other thing about the seeds, brethren, is that not only does it change the nature of the plant, but it changes the insect, the nutritional value, but also the insect life. Because that modified plant give rise to a whole different balance with regards to the insects that pollinate and live with those seeds.
Live with it, you know. And now look how when we open up one okra now.
Wow.
Now look how many seeds. We got about 100 seeds in one okra.
True.
And one seed will bring about 2 gallons of okra.
One seed.
So we're talking about 400 gallons of okra from just the one. You know, so it's so highly important, man, that we deal with the earth. You know, it's very important as we talk about liberation, as we talk about independence.
Right.
There's no independence.
Right, it can't be
without self-reliance. You know what I mean?
Right.
How can independence can't be just when they change a flag and say you're free from Britain and they give you a new color flag and you fly and all of a sudden you be independent, but what, dependent on every form of resources from other nations. You know what I mean? So when it come down to the liberty, man, worst come to worst, we have to think about creation first. And this is it, man. You know,
good,
and things, man. And even look at the bell pepper, man. When we open up the bell, then look at the seed.
It's full of seed.
Look at the seed in the bell there.
Full of seed.
So. One seed they'll bring now.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
one seed gonna bring 10 peppers.
You know.
10 peppers.
10 peppers from one seed.
And
look how many seeds we got. That's like I love the farm, the way of life. You know, not people say, oh, farm. They think of dollars, business.
Right.
But farming is a way of life.
Yes.
See. So that's why I personally have chosen that kind of way to raise my youth up, taking milk from the goat, you know, picking the peas and picking the okra and blanching the corn, and that kind of way. Because, you know, we got to go forward to that. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end, and man was farmers from creation.
Truly right.
You know what I mean? And they're killing us with technology now. You know what I mean? They're going to make us slave to technology. You know, we're going to be like the fly to the spider. Get caught up in the web. the website, the spider web, but we get caught up in this all sorts of webs.
All sorts of webs.
All sorts of webs, right? So the earth, like Malcolm X would say, the land is the basis of independence. Every war that's fought upon earth is what? About land.
Always have been.
Always have been.
Wars, yeah,
biggest wars. And you see how people in these days be running from, especially in these Western countries, as we come up out of these plantations, all these slave plantations, our people seem to be afraid to put their hands in the earth, you know, come off a plantation, and they don't want to touch dirt no more. They want big house and German bands and asphalt driveway, and they want to live that kind of way.
True,
you see,
true.
But
they don't live the original way.
They don't, you know, so
keep themselves.
So us and we as Rasta is one that's like tending to the earth nowadays, you know. And so we got to continue this liberty because, you know, hey, food is the staff of life. You know, one of them seed there come with bountiful. This is just a piece of a branch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh?
One of them seed in there.
One seed. A piece of a branch. So it's important, man, that we deal with our own seed bank runnings, you know. That you know, because in time to come, we can't go a shop. So it's going to be limited. You know what I mean? And even in the way of farming nowadays, and if you're not buying organic, even you're buying that regular stuff, man, nowadays with the farming, they not even tilling the earth. They dealing with what they call avoiding erosion. So they don't till the earth. They come and spike the tractor, have the planters behind, and they come and they spike the seed into the earth. And years ago, and years ago they used to come and plow in between. They don't plow now. They spray. They put the sprayers on there and they spray the weed. So they're not even plowing the earth and turning the worms and going through that natural way of life. For that, they just strictly dealing with chemicals business. You know what I mean? All the while. So it's important for us to always save forward seed, man. Never be without seed. You know, because time gonna come and it's gonna be just shut. You know, and seeds will be limited. And they will be genetically modified. It's so good for us, man, to stay with the earth, man. It's so important, and there's no emphasis on it these days, you know. Even the church organizations then come around, and they want to show us a pamphlet that the lion shall live with the lamb, and human and mankind shall live with the beast of the field. But that liberty is so far from that. Yes. They want to show us that in a book. You know what I'm saying? But that liberty is all about this Sodom and Gomorrah business. You know what I mean? That man still marrying a groom and all that. You know what I mean? And so they want to teach us about this life to come and all. But so far from that liberty, man. You know what I mean? So far.
For our foundation is in the whole of mountain. Jah love at the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Jacob. Glorious things have been spoken of our city of Jah, Zion, and Mount Zion. For I shall make mention of Rahab and of Babylon to them that know I. Behold, Philistia and Tyre with Ethiopia, this man, Emperor Haile Selassie I, was born there. And of Zion it shall be said that this and that man, which mean I and I, even in this western hemisphere, Rasta man, was born there thousands of years ago. For the highest of himself must establish I and I that Emperor Haile Selassie I is the true and living Jah Rastafari who crowned King of Kings and Lords of Lords in Ethiopia 1930. It's been established throughout this whole Western Hemisphere by I and I, the Rasta man, that he's the fullness of this creation, the architect and builder, the life giver, the keeper of all mankind. Every nation, kindred and tongue must call upon I name Jah Rastafari. True truth, true rights, true love, true justice. I and I proclaim such solidarity of His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, which is the foundation. Coming from the lineage of King Solomon and Sheba, and origin this day crowned within Ethiopia, sitting within the throne, as the returned Messiah, the God and King of all people upon creation. So we speak unto the world today for recognition of I and I true loving faith true word, true sound, true power. I give thanks and bless his holy name. Jah Rastafari.
Rastafari.
I know like this I see. Now you can say yo.
I'm wearing sign your lifestyle.
Man looking strong. Liberty of Rastafari. Look, man. Doing things marvelous for the eye, man.
Yes, Jehovah God Rastafari.
Yeah, just Selassie I, man. Yeah.
King.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the King Itrick on that shirt that I have. Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it touched some nice things, you know.
Yeah. Well, God and history will remember your judgment.
Yes.
How much pleasure can it be from the Most High, you know?
Yes. Then I have the insignia with the leaf, you know, signifying emperor.
Yeah.
Yes, Sabbath.
Yeah.
Sabbath.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So how did I been?
Man, just standing firm in the light, man, you know?
Yes,
in these times, you know, in these perilous times we're living in. So we're going to just stand firm in the faith. And I tell you, right now, I'm so blessed to just have that light and know that light of Rastafari.
Yes.
Because right now, without it, man, in these times,
yes.
eh?
Yes. No real foundation. How is Mama Africa, Tanzania, over where they are in
Mama Goatee.
Oh.
Mama Goatee, Mama Charlotte, and all them people. Yeah, man, everyone is just, well, MZ Pete O'Neill and all.
Yes.
MZ, Geronimo, Jajega, man, once it's just standing firm, man, and really have knitted and doing positive works within the communities in that side, you know?
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Nairobi is the same way as Tanzania, so far as Rasta.
Yeah, man, that movement is strong. And you know, Nairobi even a more developed place, so they having more activity, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
they got brethren like from Mau, like, you know, times that's coming right through that time and holding up the faith of Rastafari as the Mau, you know, as we know, the Mau, them was just liberated, that fight off the English, you know, and liberate themselves within the land.
Odingo.
Yeah, so that man's is coming strong, but same way Tanzania, strong within the liberty, you know, and growing, so, you know, and they love Rasta.
That's good.
Them love, you know, them love Rasta. Yeah.
That's good. Good to sight you there,
same
kicking
way,
and jumping like a young man.
Hey, man, age is a number, you know.
Whoa.
And you can take a 6, you can make them a 9. You know, so
yes, games, the mind play with the senses.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
you know,
or the senses play with the mind.
Yeah.
Age is just a number.
Age is a number, man. You know, even man, and even many of the people over there in East Africa, when you ask them the age, they don't know that. They don't identify with that, you know. Yeah, man.
They don't know.
Yeah, man. Just life, you know. Just identifying with age and numbers, you know. Yeah.
So no time for the iron.
Yeah, you know?
Yes, man.
Yeah. Man can't get on a stage when he's deal with them numbers so much. One's got themselves a stage, just when I'm this age I should be this way or act this way. You know what I mean? So just natural, man, you know, just live. Yeah, man.
Yes, I am.
Selassie I, Rastafari.
All members are written in his book. Give thanks and praise unto Jah Rastafari.